All right, I'm gonna make it simple. You're bald or you're balding, and you want to have fucking beautiful hair, like as if you're a fucking girl or whatever it is. At least that's what the drawing is saying. But basically, you just don't want to lose your hair anymore, right? So you're in the right place because I'm gonna tell you a natural way and very simplified way to make your hair grow back in the places they've stopped growing. And if you even don't have that many problems, you can just develop better hair. Now, I will admit, right now I have a lot of frizz because I didn't take care of my hair that much. But let's be honest, they're not looking too bad, right? In terms of the golfs that I had before, wait, how do you say it? They're way less problematic than they were. Still got a little bit here. It's a bit asymmetrical, but it's still all right. You know what I mean? And I've managed to stop the hair loss and reverse it to some extent, even though I haven't tried the whole stuff I'm going to tell you right now for that long. So that's how good it is. And I've seen some people using this stuff and actually getting results. So let's get straight into it. If you know Neuro Knowledge, he's a guy who teaches manifestation. I am not as clean as the guy. That's why my board is fucking messy. But you're going to deal with it because I'm not buying any new board anytime soon. So the first step is nutrients. Because truth be told, most of us in this society are nutrient deficient. We eat some bullshit. And even when we start going to the gym, let's say, basic people who just go to the gym a little bit, they're going to learn to just eat a bunch of protein, right? Forget that stutter right now, okay? You're going to eat a bunch of protein. You're going to eat a bunch of carbs, this kind of stuff, right? But you're not going to focus on the micronutrients, the stuff that really matters. Because those nutrients is what's going to make your hormones balanced. And if your hormones are balanced, your whole body is balanced. If your whole body is balanced, it can give energy and nutrients to the right places, to the places that aren't as much as a priority when you're in a bad state, when you're inflamed all over. So when you have nutrient deficiency, your whole body is inflamed, but your scalp is inflamed as well. So your body decides, since the whole place is on fire, I'm just gonna put out the fires that actually need to be put out in order for the body to survive. So actual organs and all that shit, right? The hair are not the priority there. So if you want your hair to start growing back, start eating nutrient-dense foods. If you've been on the channel for a while, you probably know this list, but I'm going to put it again right here. It's red meat, basically just bovines, right? Anything from mutton, right? Sheep, beef, veal, anything bovine, and it's just gonna have a bunch of nutrients in there. Then you want fish or omega-3s. I precise omega-3s because, for example, I don't have that much money right now, and so the opportunity I had was to just buy a bunch of stuff like this that had vitamin D, K2, and omega-3 in there. So it's like $25 and it lasts, I don't know, 2-3 months, something like that. So it's not too bad. That's the option. But what's important in the fish is omega-3s before anything. Although they have a bunch of cool nutrients as well, but yeah, if you can't, go for omega-3s. Then you have eggs. The egg yolk in particular. Some people do not fare well with the egg white. And in that case, you can just separate them and eat the egg yolk only. Just cook it a little bit and you'll be fine. And finally, liver. Now, liver is just packed with nutrients, but that also means don't eat too much of it. You need like 30 grams, which I think is like, I can't be bothered to like convert in ounces and all that shit. Just go look it up. Just Google it. Okay. I do that all the time with American videos with your ounces and all that shit. So do the same. All right. So liver, you just eat a little bit, or if you want to eat red meat and like combine the two in a way, you can just eat organ meats as a whole, like heart or brain or other parts that are organs, and you make that the red meat, right, from the bovines, and then you don't really need to eat the liver as much. If you want to eat muscle meat for the most part, for most of your proteins, then eat a little bit of liver on the side. It can be good. If you can't have all of this, it's fine. You just, you go for the red meat, you go for the eggs, and you go for the omega-3s. That's what I'm doing right now. Outside of the foods, there are hair masks and shampoos. Now, do not worry. I said natural, and I'm going to stick to it, because the hair mask is basically two components: egg yolk and how is it called? Onion juice. For the onion juice, you just take a bunch of onions, cut it up, put it in a mixer, and then take a tissue, or like I don't know how it's called, like a seeper, like the stuff you put so that there's only the water, like the liquid that goes through. I don't remember the name. I'm not English speaking. Okay, I'm French, so you're gonna find the word yourself. All right. So you put that through, and then you have a bunch of onion juice. You put it on your head for like 30 minutes to an hour. Add to that a little bit of egg yolk. If you have long hair, like a lot of hair, even though you're balding or something like that, you have on the sides you have a lot of hair and all that shit. Put some more egg yolks. If you don't have a lot of hair, just one, just two maybe, that should be fine. Just apply it on the scalp, massage it a bunch, boom, 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 boom. Leave it there for 30 minutes to an hour with the onion juice, and then take it off, rinse it off. Be sure to rinse it off really, really, really well, because otherwise it's going to smell like onion juice for a while. All right. That's the dangerous part, I would say. But it works crazy good. And most people who've used onion juice have had baby hair starting to grow into places that hadn't had hair there before for a long time. I don't know if the grammar was good, but who cares? And then the shampoo, basically egg yolk, and with it you can add maybe some honey or some Lebanon kefir, basically fermented milk. Do I want to explain why all these things? Well, just that's nutrients. That's stuff that allows to, like, how should I say it? To take away the abrasiveness of whatever you're putting on your scalp, and just it's good for the odor as well. It's not gonna keep the egg smell, or you can even add it to the onion thing. Again, takes away the smell. And this, it's just like some dairy. I don't know. I felt it would be a good idea, right? It helps with the liquid, and I just like to put it there sometimes. It allows to rinse it off easier, all that kind of shit. So you just shampoo once a week, or like once every 2 weeks with this shit. You don't need to have those three every time. The egg yolk is the one that's important, all right? If you want to add the other two, you can. And for this one, the most important one is the onion juice and the egg yolk. And this one you do every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. Don't do it too often, sorry. And that's about it for the whole nutrient part. If you just respect that, you eat nutrient-dense foods, you put some natural hair masks once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you shampoo with egg yolks and then this kind of stuff a bit, then you're going to start seeing crazy results already. And you're going to see your hair work better. You're going to see your skin look better. You're going to see your whole body change. So it's not just a hair thing here, all right? Your whole body is going to start to change. Shit, I really need to get myself some of that neuro knowledge stuff, because it's disgusting. It's leaving fucking marks. I don't know even where it's coming from. Crazy. I really need to. Do I have it? Do I have this bottle that allows me to? I don't think I do. I think I threw it away, because at some point I told myself I'm not going to use the board anymore. But it turns out I just love this shit too much. I can't be bothered with the editing. I just want to talk, and if you're ready to listen, cool. If you don't want to listen to me, and like you need a super edited video that just lasts 10 minutes, then it is what it is. Maybe you're not meant for my channel. It is what it is. So, second one. Don't worry, there are just 3 parts to this video, so it's gonna be pretty simple. We talked about the nutrient stuff. Now that you have a bunch of nutrients hovering around in your body, you want to make sure those nutrients actually go to your scalp, because if they're just hovering around, maybe you're gonna gain some muscle, maybe you're gonna gain some other stuff, but your body is not gonna understand that you want stuff right there, right? So very simple. Massage the scalp. If the body is a machine and the nutrients are the equivalent to the electricity, to the current, then the massaging is the equivalent of you leading the current to the right place, leading the current where you want it to give energy to. Because if it gives energy to the whole body, cool. But if it doesn't give energy to the scalp itself, it's not going to activate the follicles. It's not going to activate the hair making machine. The reason for that is simply blood flow. What is in blood? Nutrients. So by making blood flow increasing, by increasing blood flow to the scalp, you increase the nutrients that are allocated there. That's as simple as that. Let me just show you the way I massage it. It's pretty simple. I'm also going to leave a video that's a bit longer and a bit more complicated. So I do believe you should just do what I do, and it's going to work out for you. So first, you pinch your hair like this. Well, not your hair, your scalp, right? Don't use your nails, okay? Just put your fingers like this and just pinch the skin on the scalp. The same way you would do like this, right? But because it's a bit more tense and it's not as elastic as on the arms, you can't really make it that obvious, right? You can't just do this. It's not as elastic. You have to do it like that. Just do that. Then you come back a little bit on the side and do the same line again, and you go all the way here, and you go all the way there, doing again this pinching, you go all the way back here, all the way back there, and so on and so on and so on. Either you do the whole scalp, you can do that, or you just do the part that's been losing hair, or like the whole area, right? Another advice is you can just do like this region for the first, like for one day, then the whole back region for another day, and the sides for another day. That's your prerogative. You got to adapt, right? You got to use your routine and see what works with it. So you do that. Then you simply either you do that, make it move back and forth. You can also make it move to the side like this, left to right. Or one that I like to do is just doing some circles like this. I don't know why, but it just really feels good. It warms up the whole place very easily. Doesn't make it as long as well. Maybe it's not as isolated, but I've always been a guy who likes to hit a bunch of different parts at the same time. It's a bit like working out, right? I prefer doing a chin-ups so that I work my back, my biceps, and a bunch of other stuff, rather than doing fucking pull-downs and then I do bicep curls and all these other exercises. I do one exercise for a bunch of stuff. And so that kind of emphasizes that aspect. You use the whole scalp in one motion, and it's pretty fluid, and it's really relaxing. And the last one is simply a sort of reverse pinch. Instead of pinching, you go to the other side. Kind of stretch it in a way. Stretch it back up like that, and you just do the whole thing. The thing I do most is simply I pinch around here and there. I pinch the places where I tend to lose a bit of hair, so like my temples, like this. Then I move it around, and I'm good. But again, that's also because I didn't have that many hair problems to begin with. I was just a bit paranoid about it, and I'm a bit lazy as well. So like, you want to do it for 10-15 minutes a day. I don't do it for 10-15 minutes a day. I do it for like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, just here and there when I think about it. when you're in the shower and applying the shampoos that I talked about earlier, you want to use this massage, right? You just use it to really infuse the nutrients from the egg or from the onion juice into your scalp, right? You do this, you do that. Again, never rip on your hair. Just put some pressure on the scalp, make it move around like this, right? That's about it. So you know how to have the nutrients in your body. You know how to make them come to the right place. And now, the bonus one. Because one of the main things that you're going to struggle with as a guy who's missing some hair is confidence, and most of all, your sense of identity. Because if you've been losing hair for a while, you've started to identify with balding guys. And one of the best ways to prevent that and to reverse it is to identify as a guy with great hair. Because first of all, it's going to facilitate your ability to do the exercises and to eat the proper stuff. But if your subconscious believe it has great hair, the subconscious is the machine that handles the machine. It's the operating system of your body. It's the stuff that makes you breathe even when you're sleeping. It's the stuff that makes you walk even when you're not thinking about walking. So if your subconscious is thinking, I have great hair, it's going to make your body work like it has great hair. You get what I mean? So like it's going to start constructing hair again because it's just logical. If you have great hair, obviously your follicles should work. At least that's the logic behind it. So the third one is subliminals. Now, on this one, I'll say this. You're free to believe in them. You're free to not believe in them. What I'm going to say is just, why not fucking try anyway? If you don't believe in them, then maybe they just won't work and you're going to be able to abandon it and keep the two first ones. But if they do work, how much of a fucking boost would that be? And how sure would you be that you're never going to lose your hair again? Because your whole fucking unconscious part of yourself, your whole body, the fucking machine, the fucking operating system of your body itself believes that you have a full head of hair and a beautiful hairline. So how could you not have this stuff? So since they influence the subconscious, you're basically going to get the identity of a guy with great hair. Pretty much explained all of it, to be honest. That's about it for the subliminal stuff. I'm going to leave one of the subliminals I've used. I don't use it anymore, but I know I've seen people that have gotten results from them. And you can just listen to it a bunch and imagine in your head that you've already got the great hair. That's a manifestation technique. If you don't know what manifestation is, it's just using emotional, like internal emotional stability to create your reality. Now, you're free to believe in it or not, but if I'm giving you this, it's because a lot of people have used this and it worked. So why not fucking use it? If you got to use fucking, I don't know, witchcraft or whatever, that's not witchcraft, by the way, but I'm saying if you really want something, as long as you're not killing a baby for it, just use every means necessary. And if listening to a bunch of fucking words that are behind the little music or a little rain sound can make you grow your hair back, then fucking do it. What can I tell you? So nutrient density, blood flow through massaging, and subliminals. You do those three things, you're going to get your hair back. That's it. And don't forget, work on the inside and the outside will follow. Take care, man. Johnny.